Welcome to the show. It's you and me for a conversation about time blocking and how you can use it to stop procrastinating immediately, guaranteed. In this episode of the Time Management Podcast, I'm sharing my hot take on procrastination, 3 simple reasons you might be doing it, and 1 strategy that you can try today that I guarantee, if you apply it correctly, will work immediately. So without further ado, let's dive straight in. You don't have a procrastination problem, my friend. Let me explain. Number 1, you're in the queue at the traffic lights, they're red. As soon as they go green, you go. Number 2, you're on an aeroplane coming in to land. As soon as that seatbelt sign is switched off, you are queuing to get off. And number 3, you're in the supermarket waiting to pay. As soon as a till becomes available, you're scanning, you're paying, and you're out of there. No hesitation, no waiting, no doubting, no overthinking. Not to mention that frustration you feel if there are any delays. So why are you procrastinating? Well, here's my hot take on it. 3 simple reasons. Reason number 1 is motivation. Reason number 2 is the how. And reason number 3 is fear. Motivation. It's either unclear what will happen once you've completed the task, or maybe last time you did it, nothing happened. There was no praise, there was no reward, there was no thank you, etc., etc. Number 2, the how. Perhaps you're unclear about what it is that you need to do. Maybe you know some of the steps, but you don't know all of them. Or maybe you don't know what you need help with and you don't know who to ask. And then number 3, fear. It's either unclear what will happen once you've completed the task, or maybe the last time you did it, you got given more to do. In my opinion, procrastination is a lack of motivation. It is not a diagnosis. It is not something that we need to be proclaiming to people, I am a procrastinator. It is the effect of a cause. And those 3 simple reasons, I truly believe, are 1, 2, or 3 of the causes: the motivation, the how, or the fear. Humans are so incredibly simple. We're motivated by rewards. We're motivated by praise. We're motivated by progress. We're demotivated by obligation, by complexity, and by confusion. We want that dopamine hit that comes from achievement, from novelty, from clarity, which is why without attractive motivation, we struggle to deliver. So how do you stop procrastinating immediately? As I said, in this episode, I am going to share 1 strategy that I teach my audiences and my clients around the world, as well as using it myself. It's so incredibly simple, but do not mistake the simplicity of it for the effect of it. The outcome you are going to get from applying this is going to be game-changing, guaranteed. Are you ready for it? Here is how we stop procrastinating immediately. We time block. We schedule our to-do list, and here is the secret sauce, because then we create motivation for those tasks that we have been procrastinating over. Let me give you an example. Let me give you a real-time example from my own life. Each week, there are tasks on my to-do list that I know I need to do, but I don't always want to do them. And yes, sometimes I can procrastinate over completing them if I don't practice what I teach. So this is what I do to make sure I don't procrastinate. Every single Sunday, I review my calendar for the week to come, and I make sure those activities are scheduled with a semi-hard deadline, i.e., what I have to do next isn't something that I can miss unless I absolutely need to. It might be a yoga class. If I don't attend that, I will get fined. It might be a meeting. If I don't attend that, there might be consequences. It might be an online meeting or an in-person meeting. It might be a family commitment like a lunch or a dinner that it would be embarrassing to cancel because it's going to compromise my core values. I never want to be the person saying, I'm so busy, I can't make it, I can't come. Because what that is saying to the person is you are not a priority, which isn't something that I want to be saying to the people that I care about. So the key is to find an activity that is semi-movable and things that you are excited about doing after you've completed the task that you have been procrastinating over. These activities are different to the previous one so that you give your brain a chance to rest. For me, having yoga as something that I get to do after something that perhaps I need to use my brain for is a really great way for me to power up my brain, power down my brain. Yoga is allowing me to move the energy through my body, which then gives me more energy, which then allows me to do the next task. So I will do yoga at different times of the day. That will be dependent on the classes that I want to attend, the things that are in my diary that are immovable. And I'm also sandwiching, as I'm saying, the activities in and around each other to make sure it's an activity that has to be done, an activity that is a reward, an activity that has to be done, an activity that is a reward, an activity that is fun, an activity that gives me dopamine, an activity that is motivating. And here is the absolute secret bonus you will find. Once you start completing the things that are on your to-do list that you've been procrastinating over, you will get an incredible dopamine hit from that. And that is what I will call in life a win-win-win. So you got it done, win. You get to do the next thing, which is the activity that's motivating, inspiring, exciting. That's a win. And that bonus dopamine that you get from completing the activity that needed to be done is dopamine on top of dopamine. And in this day and age, I'm sure you are aware of the fact that we are all chasing dopamine, and we get it from the food that we eat. We get it from things that we are scrolling through on our phones. We get it when things work out. We get it when we get paid. We get it when we get praised. We get dopamine from so many different places, but there are cheap dopamines and there are higher quality dopamines, which are more sustainable, because we can't keep eating sweets, for example, all day, every day. Every time we have a sugar crash, we eat more. Sugar crash, we eat more. Sugar crash, we eat more. Obviously, we can do it, but it's not sustainable for a lifetime. It is a recipe for ill health. And as we've talked about before, our health is our wealth. The key to success with this strategy is to find activities that are semi-movable, things that you're excited to do, activities that are different to the previous one in some way, so that you give your brain that reset. Next, yes, we could have been talking about the Pomodoro technique, the ultradian rhythm, and deep work. But for the sake of simplicity and immediate guaranteed results, in this episode, let's just focus on stopping the procrastination before we move on to those other strategies, which can obviously improve your productivity, your performance, and your focus. But those are useless if you're still procrastinating. Let's take this one episode, one conversation, one step at a time. For more on procrastination and motivation, here are some episodes that you might want to check out if you haven't already. We've got episode number 2, the procrastination perfection loop. We've got episode 37, Is Procrastination a Trauma Response? We've got episode 66, How to Quit Procrastinating in 2025, which is all around telling a new story. We've got episode 71, How to Stop Procrastinating, which is around resetting your success story to let the abundance flow in. And you might also want to check out episode 67, Future Visioning, How to Meet Your Successful Self. This is how you create a vision for your life, which is motivating, inspiring, and exciting. And finally, if you are serious about success in 2025 and beyond, you will want to check out episode 84, Why Being Busy is Killing Your Career Development and Your Business Growth. Because in that episode, we talked about how things have changed, how these days being busy is seen as a sign of disorganization. I shared the Eisenhower matrix as a simple way that you can organize your to-do list, as well as the 888 formula, which is our framework for better work-life balance. As we wrap this episode up, if you'd like me to be your coach, if you'd like me to be a speaker at an upcoming event or a conference, or if you have a question or want to buy a copy of my book, you will find all the links that you need in the show notes. You can also email inquiries at successbydesigntraining.com, or you can email me on social media or on LinkedIn. Again, all those links are in the show notes. You can also get started with a free chapter of my book, Time Management for Entrepreneurs and Professionals. It is a 5-step process for turning your time into productivity. This book is 88 pages long. It gets to the point. It contains inspiring case studies, and people have told me that they have read this book in a few hours. One reader even found an extra hour and 15 minutes a day after applying what she learned from reading the book. In fact, you can check out that testimonial in episode 31 of the podcast. All of the links are in the show notes. Start with the free chapter, buy the ebook, or order a print copy of the book from our website, or you can find it on Amazon worldwide. And until next time, my friend, stay safe, stay well, and remember, it is your time.